The last leaf. Joanna was looking out of the window and counting backward. 12, 11, 10. It was a bare yard with only an old ivy vine that climbed halfway up the brick wall. The cold wind had ripped the leaves from the vine, and it was almost bare too. "What is it, dear?" asked Sue, wondering what was there to count. "The leaves on the ivy vine are falling fast now. When the last one falls, I must go too," said Joanna. "Oh, I never heard of such nonsense," complained Sue. "What have old ivy leaves to do with your getting well? Take some broth now." "No, I don't want any broth. I want to see the last one fall. I'm tired of waiting." "Joanna dear," said Sue, "try to sleep. I must call Bearman up to be my model." Old Bearman was a painter who lived on the ground floor. He was a failure in art. He had always been about to paint a masterpiece, but had not begun it yet. He earned a little by serving as a model to artists. He was very fond of Joanna and Sue. Sue met Bearman. She told him of Joanna's idea and how she feared that Joanna would indeed float away when the last leaf fell. Old Bearman shouted at the foolishness of such ideas. The next morning, much to the surprise of Joanna and Sue, one ivy leaf stood out against the brick wall, survived a long night of beating rain and fierce wind. "It is the last one," said Joanna. "It will fall today, and I will die at the same time." The day went by, but the lonely ivy leaf clung to its stem against the wall, and the night passed with strong wind and heavy rain. Yet, the next morning, the ivy leaf was still there. Joanna then called out to Sue, "Bring me a little broth now, and some milk. I wish to sit up." The doctor came in the afternoon and said to Sue, "She's out of danger, and now I must see Bearman. Pneumonia too." 2 days later, Sue put her arms round Joanna and said, "The caretaker found him 2 days ago with his shoes and clothing all wet and icy cold. Dear, Bearman died in hospital. They also found a lantern, a ladder, and some brushes and a palette with green and yellow colors mixed on it." "Didn't you wonder why the ivy leaf on the wall never fluttered or moved when the wind blew?" asked dear. "It's Bearman's masterpiece. He painted it there that night the last leaf fell."